Good morning, you lovely people. How are we all doing today? I thought I'd jump on a little bit earlier today. I'm a bit busy, but I wanted to get a bit more consistent with making videos. So here we are. Essentially today, I'm just going to have a look at rare players. I've got a lot of limited players. I say a lot of limited players. I don't have that many. I've got my MLS team, which I'm very, very happy with at the moment. I have the Contender Road to Glory, and that's all I'm interested in at the moment, just because obviously the European season's coming to an end. Obviously, if anything else comes up, then I'll be looking to get into that. What I am interested in, however, is rare players, and more specifically rare contender, because I believe right now that whilst I would like to get into rare for the MLS, it's just a little bit too expensive. I mean, if we have a look here at, say, let's have a look at some of the big players that I've got. Like, obviously, Dallas players are going to be cheaper. We've got a rare Musa. How much are we looking? £100. So it's about 5 times the cost. What I'm going to try and be weighing up is the cost of limited to rare. Well, this one's about 10 times. It's really difficult to say, actually. I guess rare and limited prices probably aren't. There isn't like a multiplier you can whack onto all of them. What I am interested in is the cost of players against the return that you can get. So Rosario Central are obviously the team that I've got stacked at the moment. I won't be buying a rare Rosario Central stack just because there is a lovely fellow in my Discord who already has that. So to avoid that, I won't be, even though the prices are really, really good. So he may have to watch out, to be fair. Who is it that we would be looking at, the keeper? So like Quintana, they all seem to be about 10 times the price. Question is, do you get 10 times the rewards back? That's essentially what I'm going to try and work out. Because if we go to Sorare data here, let's have a look here. Quintana is a good place to start. Limited to rare, yeah, just over 10 times the price, to be fair. Let's have a look here at the rare price. It's obviously a lot less that go on the market. We only want in season. Obviously on auction, actually, you can get them quite a bit cheaper, which is all okay. It's more about the level of competition within contender is what I'm also interested in, because obviously, like, take for example, obviously we can only look at MLS. Wow, have the prize pool gone up for MLS this weekend? I think the prize pool's gone back up. Maybe it hasn't. The rare prize pool's the same. Super rare. Oh, there's golden goal. That's why. And they'll be the same for unique, I'm guessing. Yeah. That's why that's gone up. Okay. So we've obviously got the MLS competition. I'm just going to take a quick look at the amount of people competing. There's 5,829 players. How many is there for rare? 1,000. So a 6. And the rewards are obviously the same amount. So, well, a little bit higher, but in theory, you'd expect to get top 40 get cash. What is it in limited? Top 200 get cash. So 5 times the players get it in limited, but there's only a 6. The competition isn't as strong. The question is, how difficult is it to break into that top 10? So say if we go to the game week, let's have a look at the leaderboards. I like Division 2. That's probably the best place for me to. Let's have a look at Division 2 MLS. And the scores that people are getting. I said I want to look at contender, and now I'm looking at MLS. Ignore me. Let's pull up this here and let's bring up another tab to have a look at the level of game week leaderboards. Having a look at the contender limited to compare it. I want to look at Division 2 just because I think it gives a slightly better picture of who you're against. So in the rare lineup, it was 546 and 514. Top 40 get cash. Yeah, it'll be higher than that, but let's have a look at top 100, because I'm assuming it'll be top 125. So 440 points gets you cash. You obviously get a higher multiplier on rare players. And what are we looking at down here now? 457. Again, it is really difficult to just compare, but let's have a look at Otter. I mean, I had an Otter and he didn't do that well for me. Look, Quintana, Browen. I don't know if this lineup would have got cash. Let's have a look here. So rare probabilities. Because it's just, I like the fact that there aren't as many people playing at that level. And if I want to hold something for a season. So he's a rare player. He's got a Kai Wagner. Very nice. Let's have a look at his results. How did he do last week? So Contender Classic. Contender in season. This lineup here, he won £16.47. He's got a Juan Quintero in season. That's probably expensive. James, Quintana. So I've got I've already got 3 of these players. I played 3 of these players in a lineup. How much are they? Tanya. What can you get the full lineup for? I never already looked at his price. So £15. Jorge Brown is, so £55, let's say. James Rodriguez. James will be expensive. Yeah, so if we round to 70, so what you're looking at, £125. Quintero. How much did that guy buy that for? I want to have a look at this guy's card. So rare probabilities. How much did he buy his Quintero for? Quintero. £50. That's not a bad price, to be fair. And he also had, who was the last guy he had? I can't remember. He had a Paulinho's price, £24. Okay, that's not. It's a classic cards. It's not the other one. So I guess players are, whilst they are more expensive, I wonder how many people have like full collections of rare level players. Let's have a look here. Midtjylland. Has he got any 2025s? 2025. So he mainly seems to play MLS at Rare and Contender at Rare, which is interesting because obviously when the European season starts again, I'm a Bournemouth fan. I'm gonna buy a Bournemouth stack, whether that's at Rare or limited. I'm not 100% sure yet. So I mean, if the squad was to happen tomorrow, I know obviously we're linked with your goalkeeper, but you'd have Kepa, you'd have Zabani, you'd have Cliver, you'd have Evan Nilsson, and then you would probably have a Lewis Cook could make sense. Who are our midfielders? Ryan Christie has been good. Probably a Ryan Christie, to be fair. I mean, I know he's probably. How much is a Ryan Christie, for example? £15. How much is a Lewis Cook? He's going to be cheap as anything. £10.93. Yeah, like come on, man. Kepa. I mean, Kepa's leaving at the end of the season. Kepa's probably the expensive one, but Kepa's the one that you'd buy as a classic card, or you'd buy a different Premier League goalkeeper. Let's have a look at some Premier League keepers just to see the price of them. Because with Rare, you have to be a lot more careful about who you pick up, I feel. We probably want to bump this up to we want the starters only. Rambo's going to go down. Palmer's going to go down. But Bruggen's not been playing well, but it's cheap. Areola, is he starting now? I mean, the cheap keepers, Kepa, Leno. I mean, I say cheap, they're not really. Flecken's a good performer to have. Flecken's really solid. I mean, Matt Sells has been excellent. But I mean, again, you could buy these cards now and then not use them. I mean, he's been doing well. I sold mine recently. Let's have a look at his price graph over the last year, let's say. So obviously when the new season comes out, they pick up. Not as many go on auction. That's a really good one that guy's picked up there. Yeah, I mean, people probably are aware that you can just hold your rare players for longer. I wish there was like a market tracker on Sorare data that let you see I mean, there may be, for all I know. Let's go back to some of the other squads that I've got. I do like, how much are we looking at for their rare squad in season? 2250, really? I mean, that doesn't seem right in terms of price. I would think he's much higher. Yeah, okay. £23, but for a classic, that's okay. This guy is going to come back from injury soon, hopefully, and is one of the better defenders. I mean, obviously the one of £24, one for £4.61. There's definitely bargains to be had on auction. Why is the number 33 gone? Unless they're just releasing them slowly over the season. Because obviously a lot of them, I guess they don't want to release all of them. Yeah, I guess there's just any on the market at the moment. Rare cards, there's got to be quite a few, I would have thought. I mean, obviously all the jersey mints are out at the moment. Contender rare. We don't obviously have any cards. 16k. What was the limited one? 12k. Card squads were increased by 10%. Okay. So, D1, you obviously win similar amount, but you win a pretty good amount at the lower amount. And I feel like crafting as well, just crafting a rare card feels like it means more. 140th, that's a long tail. I guess it's similar. 140th and D3 will be like to 20th, 40th. And the prizes are pretty similar throughout. You know what? I think I'm going to go away. I'm going to have a look at some contender players. If there is any suggestions you have, let me know. And of course, as always, join the Discord, which will be linked below. If you have any suggestions, there's a couple of people that play rare in there. So yeah, just let me know what you think and if it's worth getting into rare. Because I think I'm going to go away now and just have a more in-depth look and consider if that's what I want to do or just spend my funds unlimited. But yeah, let me know any suggestions and I'll see you next time.